before I go ahead and check that message arrived, let me show you what you can do with the client list. So one thing you can do is view all the clients that are in a particular autoresponder. So if you go to the email and marketing menu, and then you can see you got two messages in the series, and you got two unique clients. So let's go into the unique client, and you'll see the two clients that are in there at the moment. And if you click inside there, you'll see which day they're up to as well. Now another feature here is that of a broadcast, and this is a different kind of message that you might send to your list. This is typical of a newsletter. Rather than building up this relationship that is time-based necessarily, it's a pre-programmed set of email messages that are set out to come out at a certain time delay. You might want to send a message, just a message sent to the entire list, everyone that's on there right now, today, or maybe tomorrow or something like that. But you want it sent to everybody, no matter which stage they're up to. If you have one of those messages that you'd like to do, generally they're the newsletters, so you might send this out weekly. It may be a message that is time critical. So there's a special offer that's on right now, and you want to hit everybody with it, but anyone who enters, say, next week is not going to find this of any use, so you don't want them to receive that message. So you'd go to broadcasting under the email and marketing menu, and go to manage broadcasts. Now I'm going to go to my email and check if that message has been delivered. I have mail forwarding set up, so all my messages go to the same, all my messages from all the different domain names that I use, they all go to the same mailbox in Gmail. And if you don't use Gmail, I think that you might want to consider getting on it, because it is a great way for you to manage all your messages. It's better than most desktop clients like Outlook as well. In that regard, it gives you over 3 gigs of space, and you can access it from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be on your own computer. You can go into an internet cafe and do business from there just as easily. If you'd like help with mail forwarding, send me an email with to tell me that you're interested, and I've got a resource coming out soon that will help you out doing that, so that if you want to have your emails going to, say, your website address was makemoneyfromhome.com, and your name is Thomas, then you want your emails to come from thomas@makemoneyfromhome.com. It's a lot more professional looking than having an address like thomas513@hotmail.com or something like that. It's much more professional, and you can have all of your messages, even if you've got multiple addresses, multiple domain names, they can all go into the same mailbox, and that's what you should be doing. Okay, so I've just received the messages. They've arrived from Jim Yagi, and it says, welcome aboard the 10-day boot camp. So I'm going to click through here. This is the message that was sent to John, and there's the one sent to Morris. And you can see here it says, hey John, so it's greeted them by name, welcome aboard the 10-day boot camp, blah blah blah, and so on. And it has the entire text of the message here. If you scroll down to the bottom of this message, you'll see the address that I had registered for the autoresponder, for the demo autoresponder, and here it has, if you no longer wish to receive communication from us, and to update your contact information. So they have the option to opt out. If they don't want to receive your messages anymore, they can always get out of your mailing list, and that's fine. You don't want to be annoying anybody with your messages. And that's how you can use the autoresponder to help you send messages out to your list and continue a relationship with them that is completely time-based. And you can leverage your time and communicate with thousands of people at the same time. That autoresponder service will allow you to have up to 10,000 clients before you are forced to upgrade to a higher package. So imagine that you could be speaking with just one email message that you take, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour to write. Several months down the line, that same message could be sent to up to 10,000 people. So you leverage your efforts so that it's all completely on autopilot. You don't need to write a whole, list of 100 messages all in one go. Just write one message today, and if you get a chance to write one tomorrow, then go ahead and do that. If you don't have anything to say tomorrow, that's fine. If you don't get a chance to write it, that's alright. Send it out the next day. Send it. You should be communicating quite regularly with your people, especially at the start. You need to be contacting them between 2 to 3 times per week, and afterwards, as your relationship with them grows, you might want to reduce that down to 1 email per week, and that's all right as well. But it's still a very good idea to make sure that you are in constant communication with these people, and you don't have to start huge and go out and write your own course and everything like that. That is completely unnecessary. Just start small, one little email at a time, and eventually you'll find that you've got an entire 3 months or 6 months worth of a relationship built up. I still build my email campaign even now. I've got a good series of about 4 months worth of content that is emailed on a very regular basis to all the people in my list. So you've probably experienced quite a few of those messages, and the reason that you have to email so often is that people don't always open your messages, and you never know what subject line, what frame of mind they might be in when they receive that message. They might come back to it at a later time. But whatever happens, I've had people come back to me a month into being in my autoresponder list, and they've just clicked open one of my messages and realized how much value that they've been receiving all along without having read it, because they'd just been distracted with all this other stuff. And that's all right. And they come back and tell me, hey, do you think you can send me all those messages again? I think I've lost them all. I'd really like to get to make use of your course. And that's all right. You can do that simply by by resetting their time delay to 0, and they can start at the beginning again if you need to do that. But this is the general approach to take. Hopefully this has been of some help to you. If you haven't set up a free trial account of an autoresponder, head over to autoresponder.aussiebillionaire.com so that you can set up your own account and get started with your email campaign. I'll hopefully be providing you some resources soon to help you with the email writing skills in order to keep that to keep your emails interesting, and especially the subject line, which is probably the most important after the from line, is the most important line in your messages. If you have any questions, send me an email at jim@aussiebillionaire.com.